Welcome to the show. I want to get right into it today. Um, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how supportive I've been of Stearns and this front office and giving them patience and letting them do what they want to do. Um, I'm having a little bit of an issue with some of the reports that have come out over the last 12 or 15 hours. The first one is that the Mets are interested or are trying or have some level of interest in Alex Verdugo. This is one that I don't understand. I don't get the point here. When you have Winker sitting there who basically provides the same type of player, I don't understand the point of going after Verdugo. It it's beyond me that that's even a thought at this point. He's not a great player. He doesn't hit that well. He doesn't field that well. He doesn't run the bases that well. He doesn't really do much of anything all that well. Um, I get maybe as some kind of fourth outfielder, maybe platoon DH kind of guy, I guess. But when you have Winker sitting there, what's the point of Verdugo? Is he best friends with Juan Soto and it's one of those kind of deals where he wants his friend to, I don't know. This is crazy. I don't get it. I don't get the point of even having interest in this. That doesn't mean he's going to sign here, but even the fact that they're talking to him, because it's going to be Verdugo or Winker. It's not going to be both, unless something that we're not thinking of is going to happen. I don't see it. I don't see what the point is. And that's coming from pretty reliable sources, so there is real interest. Now, apparently the Mets aren't favorites. He's most likely going to the Pirates, which, fine, go, please. But the fact that they're even considering this, it means either Winker is maybe Winker's asking for way too much money. Maybe Winker thinks that he's worth, because you figure both of these guys are going to be paid under $10 million a year on a short term deal. How far apart can they be? Is Winker asking for $10 million a year, $9 million a year, and Verdugo's asking for $7, and so you're going to go to Verdugo? That doesn't make sense. $2 million is not any difference. I don't understand it. If they make that move, if they choose Verdugo over Winker, I can't be supportive of that. And I don't think anyone should be, really. I think then Stearns starts to lose a little bit of credibility. Um, the other news, it was on Andy Martino said it on SNY, that if the Mets lose out on Alonso or Alonso goes somewhere else, that their plan is just to move forward with what they already have in the organization. That they wouldn't replace Alonso in the lineup. That it would be Vientos moving to first, and maybe Mauricio and Beatty playing third base. That's not a contender. If you're just planning on going with what we have right now, the lineup is not complete. The lineup is not going to win a division. The lineup's not going to win even a wild card. You're probably a 500 team with this lineup. You need another bat. It's not going to work out the way they want it to. It's kind of beyond me that you go out in an offseason where you sign Juan Soto, and now there's all this talk of, oh, well, that's basically what we're going to do. We're not going to surround him in the lineup. We're not going to give him protection. I I don't get it. Now, this all could just be false. This all could be nonsense. I still expect Alonso to resign, so I don't see that being as big of an issue because I think that at the end of the day, they're going to sign Alonso. Their starting offense is going to be complete. Then maybe if you sign Verdugo, it doesn't sound as bad. But if let's say this all happens, let's say Alonso walks, let's say San Francisco comes in and gives him what he wants. You don't replace him in the lineup, and then you go with what we have and add Alex Verdugo. What? What sense does that make? That's not a competitive lineup. You have a couple guys in the lineup that are great. You have a couple question marks, and then you have kind of middle of the road guys. That's not what we thought we were signing up for this year. So I really hope it doesn't go that way. I hope that I'm overreacting here and that it's not going to go the way that it looks like it is at this point. Um, if this is the plan, then I think that the Mets really aren't necessarily going for it. I think that they're looking more towards next year. You look at those Scherzer comments when he was traded a couple seasons ago, and they, in 2023, and they asked him when he was interviewed. He said, "Yeah, I went to them, and they said they weren't trying to compete in 2024, and it was going to be more like 2025 or most likely 2026 that they were trying to compete." Maybe that's their plan all along. Maybe this year is another year like last year. Another transition year where you got Soto, but you're still trying to win. You're not going to try to lose games, but you're not going for it. You're not going all in this year, because then maybe next year you say, well, maybe we have a chance to get Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in free agency. I don't know who's going to be free agent in terms of pitching. Or maybe they look at internal prospects and look at Sproat, McLean, guys like that, and they say, these are guys that can help us in 2026 and be part of a rotation in 2026. Maybe that's what they're going for, but I don't understand how you can have the richest owner in baseball, have supposedly one of the best baseball minds in David Stearns, and you're wasting seasons. You signed Juan Soto and promised him that you're going to compete and promised him that you're going to try to win. And then you kind of just go with what you got for a season. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I don't necessarily put much stock into these rumors. But if this is what they're thinking of, they must be on plan C or plan D. Maybe plan A and plan B didn't work out, and now they're on plan C, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. If this is your plan A, then we have other problems. It also looks like Sasaki's becoming less and less likely. The Dodgers are basically setting up their international free agency money, assuming that they have him. There was reporting that they're actually asking some of their prospects that they have signed for this coming year to move to next year. So in their mind, he's already going there. It also seems like the Yankees have kind of an inside track. They're probably the second team behind the Dodgers. The Mets have kind of fallen behind. It was reported. Andy Martino also reported that there's nobody in the industry that believes the Mets have a legitimate chance. Take that with what you will. Nobody really knows anything, but it seems the writing's kind of on the wall now. It's Dodgers, Yankees, then maybe Mets are somewhere down here. So it's not looking great right now. And yesterday I felt completely different. Andy Martino also said Pete Alonso coming back is a 50-50 coin flip at this point. He doesn't know. Nobody knows. Which, when a week ago, or even 2 or 3 days ago, it was, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Now it's a 50-50 coin flip. Not great. Not what we want to be seeing at this point of the offseason. We want to know what's going on and be set. It looks like it might be, it can't be a disappointing offseason because you got Juan Soto. You got one of the best players in baseball. But it would be a disappointing offseason because we expected this to be the offseason of the Mets. And it's not becoming that. I don't think we're as good as last year. I don't know if the pitching is as good. The offense, you basically replaced Alonso's bat with Soto. Yes, he's a better hitter, and so maybe the offense is about the same. I don't know. I could just be overreacting, and this could just be premature, and we wake up tomorrow and we have everyone we want, and whatever. Then I'll come on here and say I was stupid, and I admit that I was wrong. But I'm kind of starting to lean more towards the negative fans who are attacking Stearns. I don't know. Anyway, I hate to make a video like this. I want positive things, but I'm feeling a little negative this morning. If Verdugo and Brett Beatty are going to be part of your offense, then you're not going anywhere. Sorry. Anyway, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Let's go Mets.